What's up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. She is the UFC's top strawweight contender, fighting Zhang Weili for the belt at UFC 312 on February 8th. A long time coming, and certainly happy to see it come to fruition. Tatiana Suarez, how
I'm
are
doing
you?
well, thank you. I'm here in Sydney, Australia.
How does it
This is
feel?
fake. No, just kidding. It feels great. It's real nice here. The first day we got here, the sun was here, but it kind of went away a little bit. So hoping for it to come back so we can go hit the beach after training and stuff, or in between or before or whatever. Because we've been waking up at like 5 a.m. So we've had some time, before practices and stuff. And then we go to
Maybe it's a good omen for the interview before the sunlight starts blinding me mid-interview. So hopefully, as soon as this finishes, the clouds will part. We'll get right to it.
for sure.
Um, hey, I'm sure you're getting asked this question all the time, but I guess we should start here. It's been a long overdue journey to this moment. How does it feel to finally get the UFC title shot that people have been predicting you'd get basically from the moment you showed up on Tough?
Yeah, I mean, they have been saying that since I did win Tough, just because I had such a dominant run on the Tough show. And then, like right after, I kind of lost my momentum because I had like a shoulder injury and I had to get surgery. And then after that, I faced Viviane Pereira, and then I had a couple other fights. I fought Alexa Grasso, Carla Esparza, Nina Ansaroff. And then they thought after Nina Ansaroff that maybe I'd get a title shot, but I hurt my neck. So I had to take 2 years off to rehabilitate my neck, and then after that I had that knee injury. So it's just been a long crazy journey. So yeah, it's amazing. Like when they called me for the shot, I just couldn't even believe it. I was really happy, and I just thought to myself, okay, well, now is my time, and I'm just super excited. And you know now I'm here in Sydney, and I'm going to fight for the belt unless, I don't know, what's today, in like 10 days maybe, I don't know. I can't keep track of the days here.
My brain is mush right now, but no, that's right. That's right. 10 days. Well done. Well done. You mentioned how happy you were to get that call. And I say this with all the respect in the world, but were you at all surprised? Because the UFC has a really busy schedule. They need active champions. And unfortunately, activity has been difficult
Yeah.
for you. Were you at all caught off guard that you got this call when you did?
No, I don't think so. Just because I'm the number one ranked strawweight in the
Hmm.
world, so why wouldn't they put me against the champion? And then not only that, but I'm undefeated, so I just feel like it makes for a good matchup. And she's already beat the other two girls below me, or whatever it may be. So I just feel like, yeah, I feel like why wouldn't they put their undefeated strawweight dominant number one contender against their champion?
Speaking of the matchup, I think a lot of people, just at a glance, are kind of looking at this, sort of like a modern version of a classic striker versus grappler. How do you assess with the fight between you and Zhang Weili and how it
I
looks?
don't feel like she's a striker. To be honest, I feel like, like if I was saying Tatiana Suarez versus Yan Xiaonan, I'd say that's grappler versus
Mm,
striker. I feel like, you know, uh, Wei Li, she's more of like she likes to do it all, and
I agree.
especially as of late, she really hasn't done actually much of the stand up. I feel like her last couple fights, she's just only done grappling. And then, her fight before that with Rose was, a competitive fight. Um, and there was some grappling in there as well. But I mean, that was mostly stand up. But I just feel like it's because she couldn't keep Rose down because she was efficient enough to get back up.
So then, how do you think that Zhang Weili's sort of newfound focus on grappling measures up to your decorated background and skill set?
I feel like, she's really, she's a good, she has good grappling. And I think that, our styles and the way they match up, I feel like I'm going to submit her.
Do you have a round in mind?
No, I don't have any rounds in mind, but I know I'm going to submit
Okay.
her. I have an array. I have an array of submissions that, most most people don't have. I can do a lot of chokes. As you've seen, like I've had rear naked chokes, I've had guillotines, I've had darces, I've had an array of chokes. You don't really see that, especially in women's MMA. Most women, they can get to the back, get a rear naked choke, or they can get an arm bar. But I have like multiple chokes and attacks and stuff. So I just feel like that's where I excel. I'm not just a wrestler. I'm a great grappler.
If we could add one new choke to the official resume, what would it be? Ninja, Anaconda, whatever you have in mind.
I mean, it could be Anaconda, Darce. I mean, it would be real poetic if I got another Darce, huh? How I started off my career and how I'm going to win my world title.
Ooh. All right. I like how we're manifesting things. Would you be willing to, now that we're here, I saw some reports that you pointed out as incorrect as to why the Virna Jandiroba fight didn't happen. Now that we're here, not too long after when that fight was scheduled to be booked, would you be willing to share why you didn't fight in December and now we're fighting in February?
I
That's
just
okay
think that, the UFC wanted this fight instead. I feel like, I think at that point they were like, well, they probably thought to themselves, well, why are we going to, remove another contender, because, when I fight her, then, after that, they can have another contender. They can have, I think the fight is going to be Yan Xiaonan versus Virna Jandiroba. That potentially, could be my next title. When I win the title, it could be my next title defense, unless she wants, a rematch, which, who knows?
Okay, we'll see. A lot of good places to go. I'm always curious about this when it comes to people on the cusp of becoming UFC champion. We conquer this mountain finally. What's the next? Are you the sort of person that wants to set up, record title defenses? Are you the kind of person who strives to be a double champ? Like, where is Tatiana being pulled in terms of her interests?
Right now I just focusing on becoming the world champion, and then after this fight we'll figure all that other stuff out. But I want to go ahead and obviously stay in my division, be the best in the world, beat all the girls that come up, and then eventually, if I feel like trying to do the 125-pound thing is something I want to do, then yeah, we'll go there. But I'm not really thinking that much ahead. I'm just thinking about my next fight, and that's Zhang Weili. If I'm saying her name right.
Tatiana.
That's right?
Sorry,
Zhang Weili?
Zhang Weili. Now you're confused. Yeah, it is Zhang Weili. You're scaring me now. I've been up for way too many hours for you to be trying to catch me with like curveballs here, Tatiana. Well, okay, that's a funny segue. So speaking about last names, you have a very decorated wrestling background prior to getting into MMA. Walk me through the career hack of changing your professional surname from your stepfather's, Padilla's, to your biological dad, Suarez's, because no one was accepting fights against Tatiana Padilla.
Yeah, we did do that. That was actually my coach's idea, but it still did not work because when they put Suarez in, they still had some of my wrestling accolades under Suarez. So it just didn't work out for us. But you know what? I can't wait to just change my name to Mix, because I'm not even a big fan of my father's. So I feel like Tatiana Mix sounds good, but like I feel like Suarez Mix also sounds good. But I'm really giving this guy, my dad, some shout out, even though he didn't do much for me.
Okay. Wow. I look forward to. Do we have a date in mind for when Mix becomes a thing?
No, we don't have a date, just because we've been so focused on our fight, or my fight, and then he also was supposed to fight a few months back. So hopefully in a few months here, he won't have to be confused, because he'll just be in the UFC and he'll be fighting for the world title in a few fights. Is that
a scoop, or is that just a
That's
hope?
What we're speaking. He said we're manifesting. We're manifesting.
Okay, I hope so. I think that'd be a huge coup. And until then, maybe we can just go do the rapper thing and just go as Tatiana. Who needs a last name anyway? We can just go as Tatiana. Who needs a last name?
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish this on some rapid fire because I do need to let you go. Just some off the cuff stuff. Feel free to keep these short. First, unless he wants to do it himself, what would Patchy Mix say is your most annoying quality?
Would you like to do that yourself, Pat? He said, "What's my most annoying quality?" Annoying, yeah. He said, "So obsessed with fighting." He said, "Doesn't shut it off."
Okay. Well, it works. If it works, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right?
Do you return the shopping cart after your grocery haul, or you just leave it in the most convenient place? Okay. You're a woman of culture.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, I'm not upset with people that don't, because, I don't judge, but like, I just like to be like considerate. Yeah.
Okay. I hope Patchy's listening to this one. What is Tatiana Suarez's perfect day off for when she does manage to turn the MMA brain?
Did you hear that, Pat? Come here.
Just bring him in at this point.
Yeah, come here. You're going to have to do it with me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can ask him yourself.
What up, Patchy? How's it going, champ? Good, bro. So I asked Tatiana what her perfect day off is, but I think she's going to put you to the test. What's Tatiana's perfect day off?
Oh, getting coffee in the morning, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what your perfect day off is.
Coffee in the morning, yeah.
Coffee, hanging out, maybe Target run.
Target, you're right. He said something like that.
Good. Well, he's 2 for 2 there, right?
Yeah. He knows. Okay. And then to top it off, yoga.
Well, I'm glad I didn't just sabotage the whole Tatiana Mix thing you had in mind. So I'm glad he passed that test.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, well, I got to let you go here, Tatiana. Shout out to you. Shout out to Patchy Mix for the cameo. I'll just let you have the last word. If there's anything you want to tell your fans, the floor is yours.
No, just watch me here, Sydney, Australia, pay-per-view, February 8th in the States. If you're here in wherever, Sydney, February 9th.